This is Inside Out.
It's a good evening. My name is Norman Tumuhimbise, and we stream live every Friday at 5 p.m. On our show, Face the Nation, where we bring to you wonderful people that have made some contribution towards the development of our society, to face the nation and answer any controversies, if any, and or advise what is happening in their lives, but most importantly in their fields. Today is a Friday, 5 p.m. We stream live on our Facebook pages, The Alternative Uganda, Digital TV, and also our YouTube channel, The Alternative Uganda. Being Friday, we are blessed to have Sir Simon MUYANGA LUTAAYA. For those of you who don't know the history of a title, Sir, it's a very wonderful title that they give people that have done wonders in society. And I want to believe that it wasn't just given to him anyhow, because there are very few Sirs as we speak. The last one being Sir Gordon Wapamuno, who got the title in 2013. We have a few other Sirs, Richard Kijuka. Now we have MUYANGA LUTAAYA, Edward Mutesa, two, and very few.
The Basoga have William Wilberforce Nadio.
So you are the second Sir in Busoga? I'm privileged to have the second Sir in Busoga. Sir Simon MUYANGA LUTAAYA. Say hello to our viewers of Digital TV, sir.
I'm grateful, first of all, that I have met you.
Thank you.
Your name is big.
Hey, you can go with it, Norman, yeah?
Norman.
It's too long.
No, what I mean, you're a brand. Oh, Norman Tumuhimbise is a big name. You're one of the young, bold men. And I believe you are progressive, that later in the years, you will be what we have been, or even better. I'm glad to be here.
Too humbled. I do not want to begin at the higher note, but people have mentioned and rather considered you as, how do I call it? I don't want to use the word nomad, but let's, for now, let's just use it. You are this other political nomad. I remember you back in the day in FDC, literally withdrew, but also contested for MOP. I don't want to say that you lost or you were about to win. It could be a two-way traffic. So what informed your decision to run from the key, you drop the key and run to the bus?
First, when I started the politics, I started as a member of the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
Especially its youth wing, the Uganda Young Democrats. We worked with it under the leadership of Ambassador Baswali Muhammad Kezala, among others. And we progressed until 2007, while I was district councillor in Jinja. I realized that the Democratic Party was not moving. That some of the people we are working with also had secret dealings with who they considered or who we considered was an enemy. So when I listened to Dr. Kiza Besige, one time at Jinja Town Hall, at that time I had been contacted by Engineer Winnie Byanyima, because me, Paulo Moiru, Mulawa Jackson, Charles Karazan had had a secret meeting in Jinja with Engineer Winnie Byanyima as a young man. And I want to thank her for really having taken time
to reach out.
And therefore to reach out. So we talked about something before Dr. Besige came. And when Dr. Besige came at the meeting at Jinja Town Hall, he talked. He impressed me. And the next thing I did was to join him. First, as a person I admired, but later I thought an association of me and him would be the FDC. And that's how I got into the FDC. Of course, you cannot overlook the inspiration by Proscovia Salam Musumba, the clarity with which she articulates her issues. So I thought DP, UPC had made their historical mistakes where my father and my grandfather were. So I thought there should be a party whose historical mistakes will be blamed on me, the way I blame my parents for the others. So I joined the FDC, and I think for 20 solid years I've been a member of the FDC. I've made my separate contributions that some know, others don't, but great contributions. I can tell you, for example, that I was part of the media promotion of the walk to work protests. Because then I was in office as a chief news editor at a certain TV station, and I used that opportunity to promote. I must say I was one of the few people who would know first how Dr. Besigye would move out the following day. And before he reached wherever he reached, our cameras were right there. It can just not be by accident.
Yeah, sure.
It was planned.
And you joined FDC?
So I joined FDC, where I have been until I've seen FDC disintegrate, I must say. At first I was very sad. I started quarreling, even on this platform, saying, no, our party is going, our party is going. Instead of my friends calling us to address what we thought was going wrong, they simply maligned us and say, Wali day, you ate. Go and dine with the dictator. Go and do something. And the fools telling me to go and dine with the dictator were actually getting a bigger portion of the food than myself. I said, me, I always leave a straight line. That's why I've had many people say, maybe I'm not a politician. I said, no. What you are doing in secret, let us do in the open. And I went out. So maybe when I got there,
where now? FDC?
I've now left FDC, and I
did some bit of independence.
I stayed for some time there.
Reading the dynamics.
Yes, and went back to the media actively. So I went back to Baba TV. While there, I get an opportunity to hear what politicians were talking about General Muhoozi Kainerugaba. And then I said, is it policy by this political party that if you have battled the father, so we must battle the son?
And the
I said I have issues with the father, but I don't have issues with the son. That statement was a confession to them that I have crossed to the other side. And luckily I got an opportunity to sit with the man.
And eat from him. That's what they say. Maybe shall
I sat with General Muhoozi Kainerugaba first to understand him. I wonder, because there was a lot of said about this man. You know, the guy is luxurious, the guy is a drunkard, the guy is dense, the guy is this. I said, oh, I wish I would get closer to understand
this drunkard,
him.
as they call him.
To look at this drunkard. I got the opportunity. I sat with him 2 good hours, 4 quick questions that he asked each other, and I answered, and I got a different perception of the man.
What your assessment
and
of the 4 you mentioned?
And from that assessment, I chose that not because he's Museveni's son, but because of what he speaks and what he stands for, I will support him. And to date, I don't regret. I support Muhoozi. I have no regrets at all.
You see, Sir LUTAAYA, you want to, I don't want to say that you want to confuse our people.
Tell me.
And in this way, you go on to oppose the father, right? What drastically changed for you to now say, the Museveni I was opposing in 2011 and in 2016 and other years has now become some bit of an angel. Now I have to run to the bus and drop the key. Save for the confusion in the FDC. Perhaps one would have
let us start from the father.
That you should have maybe joined another force than the very, very bus you were opposed to good years ago.
Let's start from the father, the element of the father.
Yeah, sure.
My father was a poor man. My father was a senior to drop out. My father was little known. My father never moved out of Uganda. I am well educated. You understand? Me, the Luganda one is, me, I don't belong to abasomako. I belong to abasomera. Nze nasomera ddala. Abamu bamwe mwasomako. That's one. So I have studied better than my
your parents.
Economically, I am better than my father. I have moved out of this country more times to more destinations than
they ever even attempted.
Father. So because of that, I believe that a child can be better than the father. My son, Warren University, will be better than myself. I do not even want to limit him to myself. I only want him to be better. The motto at my home, when I talk to my children, I tell them I could have made mistakes in life. There could be things I have done in a way that displeases you. You can't condemn me or you can't change them. One thing you can do, to be better.
And avoid them.
So, I do not want to think that whatever evils we are choosing Mr. Museveni of doing, Muhoozi will do.
Sir Simon, I'm taking you back.
Take me.
To the question you want to avoid, and I will not accept that you avoid it. Leave alone the son. We are talking about the father. You opposed him wholeheartedly, because you see the difference between this discussion, myself and you, is because we were together at some point when we were opposing this man.
We were together.
So yeah, now I want to ask, on behalf of our viewers, when did you now realize that this man, I am sorry, like Baganda said, no, I think Catholics, go and sing the dada, now this man is right than the opposition. When is that? That's first answer that before we go to the son.
I still oppose Museveni.
You like you were contesting, you wanted his flag. Okay, proceed.
I was not standing to get a Museveni flag.
NRM.
NRM
which
is not
you know there's no democracy.
Oh,
from
Jesus
day one
Christ.
when we were together, I used to say there's no democracy.
Normally you are educated. Normally you are educated. At least you reason better. I did not stand to get a Museveni flag.
Do you consider that? Okay, let's first. Okay, let's proceed. Okay.
Are we there? I stood on the NRM ticket.
Presided over by as a party.
For now, the chairman is Mr. Museveni.
Yeah.
How about if I want to be chairman and do better?
And do you think you have is there any green light in your view, with your expertise and experience in Uganda's politics, with where his position is ring fenced?
No.
And you know it as a media.
No, man. Let me complete this. I said I still oppose Museveni.
I think it's between you with your God.
The individual, yes.
It's between you and your God.
The difference between me and the others who oppose him is, do I oppose and condemn? Or do I oppose and attempt to rectify? The difference that I belong to the latter.
Yeah.
I want to oppose with the solutions. Because the Baganda have two things. If you have a problem yourself and you have two friends, one of them comes and tells you in secret and says, you know what? This thing is not good. The things you do, for example, the suit you normally put on, it's not very good. That's one friend.
Yeah.
Then you find another one in public with other friends saying, but this man is a suit also. Oh, he has nobody to advise. Both are your friends. One of them is a real friend. Now, I want to oppose from within.
Well,
I oppose with the solutions. Because here I'll be playing. I oppose, I shout, I have solutions, nobody listens because they already think I hate them. They say, what would he say? After all, he hates us. But if I identify, like we're talking about elections now, these elections we have just concluded. Whatever mistakes happened in elections, I want to speak about them from within. And I want us to be together with those who have been charged to find the solutions to these problems.
You see, Simon, for the time I have known you, and I should make it put it on record, you are one of those most brilliant people. I don't want to call you young.
Most brilliant.
I'm saying one of.
Oh.
To me.
Oh, what
but
a
then,
blessing.
if it can take you
My
20
pleasure.
years to realize that, look, it's high time I oppose from within, you will make me doubt.
It may. But how much time has it taken you to Himbise to do an interview with me?
we of course, it has taken us time to secure an appointment. But 20
You
years down the road, what has, I mean, there must be something. Did you carry some bit of a sack of, you know, people say,
of sack of money?
Sacks of money to compromise your inter-area reasoning and observations of things?
Every idiot has said that,
Yeah,
every
sure,
fool has said that. But in all honesty, as a Christian who was baptized, I belong to the Anglican Church of Uganda. Before me, anybody and my God, I've never picked NRM money. I have never picked NRM money.
Have you been threatened?
But last week, while we are going to elections, a big official in NRM gave me 3 million for the campaigns, just to support my campaigns. Not as an official position that the party gave me and I signed on their party vouchers, but as a friend to say, MUYANGA, you are new here, go battle.
Were you threatened, or you thought that you, or you became, because these are English words, we shall use them, or you lost hope that opposition wasn't headed anywhere?
I was angered.
Then you were angry.
I was angered.
So does that mean that your crossing to NRM is not justifiable? It's just rather, it's moved by emotions?
I was angered because I've told you that I identified the mistakes. I thought we'd have a platform to discuss them and correct our party. Instead, we are labeled.
Are there individuals that angered you?
Oh, yes. In the party.
How? Do you ever find room to discuss your anger and find resolution?
Yes, I even went to Dr. Besige and said, Dr. Besige, official ABCD seems not to want our party. He doesn't reply to messages, doesn't pick calls, he has no time to listen to anybody. Even when you have grievances, Mr. A does not listen to us. And they said to me, Dr. Besige, what kind of party do I belong to?
So do you think...
The answer he gave me, you are not alone. He has treated others that way.
So do you think where you are, people pick your calls and answer your concerns as soon as you wish?
So far the few I want, pick.
But of course, you see,
but I'm also not a man of calling people every day.
Simon, when you have just entered a marriage or a relationship, there is that bit of pompous treatment, and you know, so maybe that is the case. You are this new darling now.
To the contrary, nobody in NRM has given me that pompous treatment. If anything, I think some people in NRM are not even aware that I'm in the party. Nobody has given me any pompous treatment. Nobody in that NRM, except the common men who talk to you and say, welcome, you took long, you have been in the dark, stay here, don't waste time with those people. But for me to say that the president or the prime minister or the secretary general or deputy secretary general or anybody in the party has come to give me that pompous treatment, you're talking about treatment, nobody. Even when maybe would enlist the when the speaker in Iganga welcomed me to the party and donned me in a yellow shirt, but the speaker of parliament holds no position in NRM until he is elected to be a vice chairperson of this or a second member. So she was doing it as because of a friend she knew from FDC who has joined her.
Viewers, I am with Sir Simon MUYANGA LUTAAYA. My name is Norman Tumhimbise. Every Friday,
very controversial, Norman.
5 p.m.
Very controversial.
I want to ask, you see, and if it's about controversy,
every time I look at you as Kanye Hamba.
Now, let me ask you on behalf of our viewers, Sir Simon. Of all options, you mean you had left with one option in your pocket to run to NRM?
I had two.
One,
stay independent or political. Two, join a party.
Isn't joining NRM suicidal rather than remaining independent?
What is it? What is suicide about it?
Because what we read about you now, like this is not the same one we know. He's sold his soul.
If people say,
do you still feel the you know like the reception amongst your colleagues, like Simon, Simon, you know the thing.
I am the same original brand. I am as good as Kiwi. That's why you're here. My brand has not fed. That's why you're here.
With yellow.
That's why you're here.
Amazing.
Because nobody in NRM has told me to go and tell lies. That's number one. Nobody in NRM has told me to go and abuse anybody. You understand? The values I got from my grandmother and my mother from the Anglican Church are supposed to be carried by me up to the last minute on my grave. No party, nobody, I can tell you, even NRM knows that they cannot assign me to do that work.
Sure.
They know I can't. It's not my nature. They know I can't.
Everyone that has joined NRM has said, I am taking my head. I don't know what happens between their home and the NRM offices. Sir Simon, you remember, no, I mean, we are on record. You remember how Dr. Tango Do used to be back in the day. You used to cover him. You used to interview him. Are you proud of?
I can tell you, Norman, you don't know Tanga.
You now know him because
I
you are
know
now part of,
Tanga
you're part of
better.
the,
Why?
Yeah.
Tanga taught me at Makerere for 3 consecutive years. Even in the class when Tanga used to teach us, he was one of the only 2-3 lecturers at the university who were known to be NRM.
But controversial.
Even in the class, we would battle him. He knew us opposition. He knew me for sure. He knew I was opposition. So every time we would come to teach, we would reach that level. We are teaching history of South Africa. We are talking about political parties and we are talking about politics. Then we are talking about, one time he set us a question of give the achievements and the failures of the NRM. That's a question in coursework. He went and marked, and when we came back, he was interested in my paper, what I had put. So I put the achievements
and a few achievements
and failures. So the failures were more.
Yeah,
and
sure.
So he said, "You Nat, do you believe in these achievements?" I said, "Yes." "Don't you think these achievements are stronger than these failures?" I said, so we argued. So when he was appointed, I knew it was out of his loyalty. Tanga has always been NRM.
Okay.
He has always been, even in class, one time we quarreled because he would want to propagate NRM knowledge to us in class, use his advantage that because he has got us into a classroom to impart his NRM thing. Tanga, I can put my hand, has always been NRM, day and night.
Okay. Now
Even this mess he makes is not because he wants it. It's because he has an urge to correct. He wants to move to a party which is the most organized, the most right. He only forgets that the people with whom he's working are thinking differently.
the same people you have chosen to join, and you think you change their mindset.
To correct from within.
This bus. Okay.
I will correct from within.
You seem determined.
In my Buyuga, when you come to my village, I first slept in an iron-roofed house in 2014. In my village, forget one I was renting, but to say that this house is ours was 2014. My father had left a grass-thatched house. Today we are better. I can
That's
do
not an
better.
institution, Simon.
Okay.
This is an institution.
If it's
that
not
has its historical
institution, I can tell you,
unshakable.
I have a million examples for you. When I started my work as a chief news editor, we are editing scripts by pen. The reporters would write in blue, would edit in red. Today we are using computers. You'd have to first of all write a story, fax it to Kampala, they edit it.
Send it
Today
back.
you edit instant. As we are reporting here, we are editing instant.
I should say
I was one of the pioneers of live coverage. People did not know that at one time you can be somewhere. You press the button from there. When we had just started it, our friends were rushing to the newsrooms to collect the stories. Before they reach there, we have broadcast the stories. Anything is possible. Once you focus and say we want to change the NRM. Because it's not even Museveni the problem. Museveni can live, first wait, no man,
Simon.
no man. Museveni can live today.
But this is the same Simon who used to say
Museveni can live today.
Yeah, of course.
We take over the NRM and make it better.
So you
Has
are
Dr. Besigye not left
You are
FDC?
calculated. Where has it moved? How far has it moved?
You understand? It still exists.
But how far?
It
Are you
still-
proud of?
I'm not
FDC?
proud. I'm not proud. But that's what I'm saying. You don't need to worry about Museveni. Because tomorrow Museveni can get tired of his own thing and leave it the way Besigye left
Yeah.
FDC.
I don't know I don't know which school they took you to, but honestly speaking, the way they have,
That's what I've been. That's what
the
I've
way
been
they have
speaking.
made you now.
I have always been open, and that's how they. By then, the opposition sent me to NRM before I joined the NRM. They would speak dismissively. take that to NRM. Before I joined it, take that to NRM. You tell them the truth. Because if you want to anger Uganda's opposition, tell them the truth.
Why do you want to, why do you, the bit you also know that you want to, some people want to anger them. Sometimes you don't tell them the truth. You mock them. But before before you begin mocking them, let me ask you, very many colleagues out there, and you see, sadly, in fact I should use it two ways. Sadly, unfortunately, you've been with them. You were with Betty Kamia, a diehard.
She left us.
Did she change it? She moved with the same thing, the same mindset.
No man, go slow. No, slow. Go slow.
We are not in a hurry.
You have
so
reached.
Did they change within?
We are with Betty Kamia, she left.
Yes.
We are with she left. We are with Joyce Sebugwawo, she left. We are with Anita Mong.
Sorry, Tayebwa, this Thomas.
He
left.
Mindset.
What have they changed?
He left. Now, before you go to their mindset, can you investigate why they all left?
The same mindset of wanting to change from within. The same mindset you are taking to change nothing. Because you already have precedents that they haven't changed anything. Because we are here with you. You also know, unless you want to say you want to change yourself, the same way they change themselves, my dear. They have convoys. I mean, they are doing.
No, I am not that lucky. I am not that lucky.
You had better come away, like Bugembe-san.
I don't.
Come back home.
But did I have convoys in for this? So am I missing anything?
The ones you want, come here.
I had nothing.
In a real struggle.
I had nothing. I have nothing. I miss nothing.
You're determined. We are with Sir Simon MUYANGA LUTAAYA. You see, before the passing of Kanyamba, he said it's very normal for someone to be controversial. And if anyone is not controversial, they lack a purpose to do.
No man, is our country progressing?
There is some bit of a yes, to be honest. I wouldn't want to say. I am this progressive person that I wouldn't want to say that Uganda is as bad as Amin's era. I would be stupid.
Very good.
To say it. But that does not mean that I should be clubbed for a kid who chooses to run at 14 years and I'm like, oh my God, my baby has finally run.
If there is some progress, is it not just right that we nurture that little progress to become something substantial?
Typical one, have become another Otango doy.
Me?
Typical one. Like, anyhow,
I am straightforward. Here, the opposition weapon is propaganda and intimidation.
And you learned
they intimidate you with every nonsense and they put propaganda.
And you learned the art of responding to them.
I cannot be beaten by that one.
Okay, you say.
By the way, Norman, let me tell you, Museveni does not know me.
After signing you, now how can a team manager sign someone and they don't know the player?
Did he sign me?
The sent agents, you are signed. You are signed.
Did he sign me?
You're not a free. You're not a free. Free agent. You're not a free agent.
Yoweri Kaguta Museveni does not know me. He doesn't even have joined his party.
No.
If he remembers me, he only remembers me as a journalist on CBS, on NBS TV, and in press conferences. I've never received his call.
Maybe you're yet
I have never started to discuss with him anything about the NRM.
Maybe you're yet to be appointed.
I'm not even bothered by Museveni. Me, I am bothered by what can we do to change the NRM to become the party you want. Because the leaders go. Nyerere left.
But he wasn't running a very shaky institution like this one here, for sure. With due honesty, this is so shaken. It's like a shaking tooth.
You know, I am not dealing with a journalist. I'm dealing with an activist.
Not really.
I'm dealing with an activist.
You're dealing with a 3-in-1. Your friend, you were together somewhere. I don't want to say in the trenches, yeah, because
I was there in the trenches because I would give you coverage. I would give you coverage.
So
that coverage was promoting
and
you.
You see, when you know, in our tradition, they say that when a daughter grows older, they get an opportunity to discuss with their motherhood discussions. And here we are.
Discussing.
Discussing the motherhood topics. But to say, now let's go back to your activism and politics. Why do you hate Bobi Wine and Nup at large? It's not news, you know it. And don't pretend that you don't know it, you know it.
That is treason. That's
so you
treason.
saying that you
no,
like
you can't say that. That's treason.
That you like
don't say that again.
Okay, let me even use this single shot.
No, man.
I am using a single shot.
No, that's
I am
treason.
with Simon MUYANGA LUTAAYA, who many people say hates Bobi Wine.
Please don't complete that word. Don't complete that. Don't repeat that word. That can't be. My mother watches your shows.
Yeah, but that's what
My
I'm
mother
saying.
watches your
This is
shows.
the first time to hear
The assertion you are making can annoy my father. And when my mother is annoyed, I get annoyed completely.
Is it the first time to hear
It
this?
cannot be. Hate him for what?
Very good.
Hate him for what?
Our viewers.
This is a man I admire. I don't
With
even
all
have
the
30.
words you throw to
No,
me-
no,
to
no,
them.
no, 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 no. I don't even have 30%
How
what Bobi
unserious
Wine
they
has.
are.
No, no, no. I love Bobi. You want me to speak? Where is the camera?
I
Show
don't know,
me.
there are very many.
Ladies and gentlemen, I love His Excellency.
What are those specifics that you don't like about how NUP is run?
First, not how it's first. I have
Administrative
said
ones or
always that I hate the way they abuse us.
something. Hey, you and who?
My anger with the NUP started from this. When the NUP supporters came and took up opposition space, and then they started abusing Dr. Besigye, and then telling us nti oyo yaggwako talina kyatugamba. It gave me a lot of pain. Well, it is a normal.
Okay.
It gave me a lot of pain. I drove to Kasangat to meet Dr. Besigye and said, Dr. Besigye, I am dying. These boys cannot appreciate what we have built to build on, but they just abuse us and say that we nache tubagamba. Let me Dr. Besigye, these kids write all over social media spaces abusing us and insulting us, even hacking obscenities. Tumuhimbise, my children are old. My daughters are 24, the youngest among the first group. For us, we're producing groups.
Okay.
The fourth one is 20th. It's 20 years, sorry. From 20 onwards. When you write obscenities about me, they read. And unfortunately, they come and say, Daddy, no. Why are you into a game that brings this?
But
you have no answers to give.
Did you ever question yourself? Is everyone being abused and attacked on social media?
Can you listen? So, I told Dr. Besigye this was too much. This is what he gave me. You know, I think Besigye is a leader. He has not only gotten an opportunity, but he's a leader. This is what he gave me. He said, Mr. Muyanga, I understand your pain. I share into your anger. But what if it is also a trick
Divert you from
by tormentors to do so and weaken you and divert you? But what if those are NRM people who camouflage as NUP to do that, to cause NUP trouble? I listened. You see that kind of reasoning? That's the leader we have. If it had been another leader.
the same leader you deserted, also you added. Because you are not.
I not desert Besigye, I deserted the struggle led by Besigye. I am now in a struggle
Led by himself.
led by Muhoozi.
But anyway, viewers, this gentleman, I don't want him to begin reasoning like lawyers and confusing us.
No, sir. By the way, I went to NRM as PRU.
We shall not allow these
I
things.
belong to Patriotic League of Uganda.
Where is it?
You don't know where it is.
No, for
You
sure.
know where it is. Do you need it anyway? Me who needs it knows where it is. When I want it, I know where to find
So it's
it.
like a shrine.
Do you
It's just
find
known to
it?
people who just go there.
Very good. It is there. It is there. Very sweet. Very progressive.
To where?
It is there and very progressive.
Simon, whatever they did to you, have
Nothing.
talk off record.
Nothing.
Anyhow.
And
So
I would
they are
love to keep beating you so that you, who is an intellectual.
indoctrining me as well. The same
No,
way
no,
they did
no,
to
no,
you.
no, 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 no. I want you as an intellectual to reason intellectually. Do not be taken by fools to reason like them.
So Dr. Besigye advises you to rethink that it could be a
He
trick.
says it could. I said, no. He says, yes, but I said, Dr. Besigye, on these people's profile pictures, there is Bobi Wine's picture, there is NUP, there is Umbrella. They confess
Yeah.
that we are the national unity platform. They do it and say, we are the national unity platform. I said, I mean, nobody forces me to belong anywhere. If you want NUP, belong. If you want FDC, belong.
Did
If
you
want
meet the
another-
big man himself to,
Who?
Bobi Wine to discuss your concerns?
Bobi Wine, you know, I grew up in a conservative Buganda tradition. Bobi Wine is my mother, Muruganda. Okay, Kojange. You understand? that I cannot freely discuss with him anything that you people discuss with him.
Sure.
Oh yes, mange. Era bwe ngende wa Bobi Wine, because now one of the things I know can cause trouble. If I go to Bobi Wine's home today, even if I'm going for an interview, I have to first kneel down and greet him. Olowooza abaganda ba wano, when they see that, what will they say? If they ever get that picture. But I must do it. You understand? If I go to him, I must kneel down and greet him.
We are talking politics. Leave alone your culture and tradition.
Now, if I went with your cameras and the cameras picked you, they would say something else. This is one thing. Number two, good leaders look out for the people they want. Museveni fishes us, whether they say is evil or what. Muhoozi ordered Michael Katunji and Samuel Nabeta to deliver me to him. Bobi Wine has never invited me. Bigirwa, I stay with Bigirwa here. He's forming a political party. We keep talking. For the 1 year we have been talking, it is only today that he has openly said, I welcome you to me to discuss politics. So, but Bobi Wine is one person who cannot summon me and I refuse.
So, to also use the Luganda word, now we made a Malala, and you wanted him to call you ate munange anti you sir.
Mama mpite si Malala koja mpite koja ntume ate netumanze ate bwana nkuba emiggo ani yagambye okukola ebyo mwana gwe emputu eyo emputu banyo tulangira emputu y'ekisoge eyo. So it's not Malala, but I wait for him because I can tell you, Norman, Bobi Wine suffers the same problem that Muhoozi suffers.
As in?
The people who see them from far mistake their identity. Yet when you get closer to them, you discover different people. One time, while before this hot politics, Koja was campaigning for Binebia, what is that? MP by election. So a lady called Nusfa Nakato told me to escort her to go and meet Koja. I went there. The discussion I had with Bobi Wine is so philosophical, so mature that only him understands the struggle is on. The people around him simply don't understand it. They are there for the easy things. Bobi Wine told him he never even intended to become president of a party or president of anything, or a member of parliament. But he was confronted by the need to save others, to improve the welfare of others. He only fell short of the right method to do so.
Now, if I may ask, you mentioned that the CDF is not understood.
Many people don't understand him.
Now, I don't want to ask.
That's why even his tweets disturb you. Me, I just enjoy and laugh.
Now you see, that's exactly my question.
Yes.
Would you consider such a person as serious?
Very intelligent. Those tweets are intentional. And if you have studied political science, they are called political disruption methods. Non-violent political disruption methods. That one tweet from MK saying on 14th he's going to arrest all women without nyash overshadows all the other topics. For example, like now, people are discussing the mess in NRM. You understand? Everybody is bothered by the mess in NRM. How do people fight for money? Blah, 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 blah. Everybody is bothered. That's when that's when MK tells you that all women without nyash on the 14th will be arrested. Then we start discussing nyash because he knows the majority of the young population here does not want to discuss complicated political issues. They will all rush and discuss nyash.
And you are proud with
so
the nyash.
Now they have
proud with the nyash general now.
And now they are putting nyash, left nyash, right nyash, smaller one, slanting like that. So by the time
now we are discussing the son also having
by
been
the
branded
time we
now.
stop discussing Nyash, the opportunity to discuss the real issues of the NRM elections will be passed. It is deliberate. I understand it. I enjoy it. I love it.
And you still consider yourself, a star. You see that title that you have, you must match the title.
With
Yeah, with what you're
my
doing.
character.
My
My character is
now
straight.
people see you with the Nyash general.
My character is straight. They can make allegations, but nobody has wrong information about me. They only suspect and make allegations. I am a straightforward man. If politics is not my trade, I will leave it.
If I may ask, so let's leave, okay, all of that happened. You have, okay, too many consider you for having sold your soul. You have entered the bus, closed yourself there in a burning and a DMC bus. You go to primaries. I think some people were even considering them, given the violence, they were now secondaries, not even simply primaries. Or universities. So
that is a new one.
you participated in the NRM secondaries, for lack of another word, because of the violence and to mention it, and you were busy dishing out money.
Yes.
Precisely. Why were you even giving out money?
Because we had an option. We have been holding meetings during campaigns. When you hold the meetings, you cook for the people. Rice and the rest.
Yeah.
So there came a wave of allegations in Busoga that politicians do dirty things with the food. And they would tell others, they say that for us we go to witchcraft.
Yeah.
And when we go to witchcraft, they tell us to put urine,
Put juju.
juju, and juju including stuff like urine or even poo-poo, that we dry poo-poo and mix it in the what?
Pidao.
The food to have, as a way of getting people. So people started detesting eating food in those rallies. Now we said fine, it is safer. If it must work like that, we'll give them money.
Hard cash.
Now first, in giving hard cash, the first method was you give an agent
Yeah, to distribute.
to distribute. Then the complaint came and said, you people,
Is it to come?
when you give people money, money does not want, that does not reach us because these agents eat it. So me I go to a rally in Bukonde and they tell us to gavide. Then as I want to gather, the women say, and separate, they are the ones to give us what to do.
Instructions.
Separate for women and men. And we did that.
And
They lined up.
and you're happy with
And
your
we
party.
gave them
With
money.
your party. Remember, the Simon I know was anti-monetization.
Did the
of politics.
party
Now the
tell me to
Simon-
give
now
out
the
money?
Simon we have is literally promoting this
No, man.
broad daylight.
Did
You
the party give me
you
money?
even came back with some bit of balance.
Did the
that you
party
were
give
showing
me
up.
money?
Who knows?
The party didn't. So the party had no right whatsoever to
To
tell
buy you
me
from-
how to use my money.
But the fundamental principles are say no to voter bribery. Now for you, you are rather doing the opposite.
I not bribe. If it was a bribe, I would have
Simon,
won.
Did you have let,
Use
did
your
you have,
brain.
Did you have let
If that money was an influence for voting, I would have won.
maybe he beat you by the sums he distributed.
That I don't know. But I know that if money was to influence, I would be the winner.
Simon,
It was money to give people refreshments,
I hear.
transport back to their places, food and others. If money was the thing, I would actually be the MP.
Simon, of late you sound
You
like
know I have the more money than any contestant?
Simon, of late you sound like a lawyer. That's how you want to defend everything.
No.
And I will not.
Voter
allow you to
bribery itself
defend-
is bad. It is bad outright.
But that's some bit of an ingredient of voter bribery.
It is bad, but we cannot correct from the top. If we want to correct, we must now go back to the system and overhaul it. Now, how do we do? Do we go with you who are standing on the side and laughing scornfully? Or do we rely on us who are within to say, bannange batusekerera, we are getting ashamed. Can we correct this from within? That's the difference. But I agree that voter bribery is bad. Very, very bad. Worst among what I have observed is the people's now lack of patience to listen to issues. Stand there, hey, we know you, MUYANGA LUTAAYA, tukumaite, webale kuiza, Ababe tukuboine kutwalira. We have seen you will eat. So meaning don't explain any nonsense. Pay us go.
In a minute or two, what lessons do you learn from your primaries in particular that you participated in?
One, I've said one lesson, people are no longer listening to issues. Number two,
second, whom would you blame it to in your view?
all of us, because it's progressive, has been growing all over.
Does that go with a specific age or no matter?
Who are the most affected? You're right. The age between 24 to 45 is noisy, rowdy, impatient. They don't want to listen. But when you come to the age of 45 up, and you're talking about issues of taxes, roads, hospitals, I think because they know that they are now holding large families and they have gone through experiences of hospital. Because at 45, you have gone through all experiences of tax, of prison, of market, of prices, of school fees, of everything. Those ones want to listen. But because they are fewer, the noise from these ones, the X category, overwhelms them. And they say, ekikulu abavubuka bano oyenda kuwulira musaada byako babalekana bulekane. And they say, awena twalere. And the business ends, distribute them money,
run away.
Kuja, kwenda.
And you see, what hurts me is that you now, we can't bring you back or force you to go back where you were, but you are now literally joining, in fact you have joined the very people that to the public's view made that society, created that society 40 years down the road.
Yeah, I work for the truth.
And sadly, you're also coming back, like you use the word, kutembeta the sun, also to add extra 40.
If you don't want to know me, don't talk about the sun. Like for example, you know Ugandans are very funny. Now where was the sun in this? Where was the Muhozi in this?
Have you seen most of, like recently where he said that only the candidates, he sees one person, the rest, did he call them cartoons or something?
Yes. That's his opinion.
Do you get time to talk to him and say,
that is his opinion. His father, would we call his father a cartoon? He intended to say these are presidential cartoons. He only fell short because the other is the father. He wanted to tell us that all these are cartoons. But if he had his father, he would have said it. True, that's his view. But let me tell you.
If any other Ugandan called him a cartoon,
no man, call him. Who? Who? Muhozi. Muhozi is a cartoon.
Can someone write that?
Let me tell you.
Anyway, you will say them.
Do you know that? Do you know that?
I can't say them. Would someone
drawing cartoon is a profession?
Would someone tweet and say so and so is a buffoon? Is this?
Do you know that Dr. Spire eats from drawing cartoons? And do you know that every time Dr. Spire Sentong looks at you as a cartoon?
He's an exceptional.
Even if he sat here for 5 minutes, he will have drawn your cartoon. So what's wrong with it? Everybody is a cartoon depending on who
viewers
is.
Before we even close, in our next few minutes to close, I am still wondering what happened to Sasa.
You're opinionated. Me, I'm not. You're opinionated.
So where do you see Uganda, of course, in these coming elections? The opposition and your party where you belong.
I have faith in the coming elections.
That what?
One, that they will not be violent.
Are you sure?
Number two, that the quality.
What informs your opinion?
Over time, you know,
with the violence already tested in your primaries.
The wrong thing with these party primaries was that the elections shifted from the hands of the arbiter to the hands of the voter. They shifted from the hands of the electoral commission to the hands of the contestants. That cannot happen with the Abakama's election.
By God's grace, we shall invite you and then you substantiate about your prophecy.
I'm going to participate.
Who do you think is...
I'm going to participate in this election as an independent person.
I know you don't like... Okay, do we say you don't like the other people? Okay, you disagree with them. How best do you think they would organize? Or you're going to say, I don't give a damn. Why should I even advise them to organize against me?
No, I would love to. An alternative opposition... How best do
you think,
an alternative position is good for our country. You understand? If we're well organized. For example, if our friends reduce to greed, greed, and realize that not everybody can be a party president. Because that's now the way, if everyone wants to be called a party president. So Munyagwa, party president.
Stasha.
Party president.
Sereko.
Party president.
Your mama Chagulanyi.
Party president. Jima Akena, party president.
Don't mention the Muntu.
Yoweri Museveni, party president.
Jeno Muntu.
Party president. Party president. Now, everybody, they feel nobody wants to work under another. They think only them should be on the front line to work. Now,
how best can they...
I want to say that they have betrayed the masses. Let me say, down there where
you have betrayed them. Because when they convince people, you are running away. So how do they gather numbers? When Simon, a once flag bearer, vision bearer, that I want to be like Simon, and you're running away.
I stood before them twice with good ideas and they rejected me. Did I win?
Okay, with your NRM.
So, the opposition should first of all reduce greed, ego, accept work together. They can only change government if they work together. Until they agree that they only have to work together, they're just wasting people's time. There is a true opposition in the masses. When you go down the masses, the people want change. The only difference is that they do not know the change they want. They only want one thing. I'm 7 years and we hope why are they?
They're not lying.
But when you ask them that because Okwaba in my tribe means go. So when you ask them what next? Nobody has a plan.
About the future, not too much, because because yeah, for sure. About the future, none of us is taller enough like a kid to see.
I am actually working on the future.
No, I mean, politically, none of us is tall enough to tell what
me and Muhoza are working on the future.
Catch you.
So for you, if you don't know it, Museveni knows it. That's why in 1980, he knew he wanted to be president. 79, he goes to the Frelimos and starts connecting. Today is the president. You can know the future.
Okay. We have been with Sir Simon MUYANGA, LUTAAYA. They converted. I don't know which other word. But of course, we shall have some other discussion on a longer discussion, rather debate.
No, man, I see the pain you have. You know, you miss me. You loved me, you admired me. We are together. You say you should belong there.
Sadly, I will not follow you in your bus. You first have your bus.
You be there. But I can't also work with your scavengers.
Catch you some other time. I sign out.
This is Inside Out.